Well, good evening, YouTube channel. Welcome back to our Halloween episodes. For a limited time only, I'm doing at least 2 Halloween videos. Now, first off, I've never used Sparrows products before. I'm not a shill, even though there probably should be a t-shirt saying Belmont shills for Sparrows and China Mart shit. What we have here are the heavy bars in 50 thousandths of an inch. And we have the flat 5. Now, starting from left to right is dog-eared in .04 thousandths of an inch, or 40 thousandths, I would believe. A squared dog ear and a dog ear in 32 thousandths, and on the end a smooth and a dog eared in .025 thousandths of an inch. Now, in trying these out when I received them yesterday, they were quite a new experience. I've never used top of the keyway tensioners personally. They are my first Sparrows, and in honest opinion, they are good and they are bad. The good is it really has a decent tensile strength, but given you could pick up any one of the bars and put a little bit of force behind them, you could bend them manually. They're good. On the bad side, there is the fact you could easily bend them apart if you put the effort into it. The good is they're good for top of the keyway tensioning, but the locks I've used them on so far, they fit some of them, since you've already seen my padlocks and my doorknobs. They have their good and their bad. If you have a variety of locks like certain people do, then they will come in handy. If you have just starter locks or whatever you could find from Walmart, Dollar General, even Dollar Tree, or your local drugstore, anything like that, you might consider using bottom of the keyway or Z-wrench. Now, I'm not putting down Sparrows. They made them cheap enough for the locksport community, and I do say that again. They made them for the locksport community in mind, specifically persons who have a vice clamp and are taking a padlock and sticking it in a vice and putting a top of the keyway on there and picking from the bottom. And they're good. They're good for that. In fact, I most likely need a vice clamp to put on my office bed. We have a big house, but not a whole lot of room when you got cats. So I might have a small office in my future in the next, I don't know, year maybe. But until that time, I will continue to make video on what you see here and the stuff I receive. Now, I do appreciate the fact that the bars in the center are knurled, and they feel like the metal emery boards that you get on a pair of fingernail clippers from, well, anywhere. I personally feel like you could sand your fingernails and file them as well, and they'd probably go to town on that too. I will be using these more in depth in the future. I believe I do need more fixtures. A vice clamp would be nice if I can get a hold of one cheap enough. I understand that Harbor Freight carries them for $15 to $20. That is something I'm going to look into. If I could find it cheaper, okay. And apparently I will also need to switch to a block of wood and possibly even a pinning mat so I can be the Sparrow shill too. Now, I'm not receiving any money for these or to do these videos, and if I got monetized after having 1,000 subscribers, I most likely would not even accept the money from YouTube. I put these videos out for fun, as a hobby, to also kill time in boredom, being home, nothing much to do but cable, internet, and, well, video games. I mean, why else do we have this hobby? We like picking locks. We have a knack for it. We think we might be able to make a career out of it. Some of us can, others don't. So they just pick locks on YouTube. Now, I'm not putting that down, but when you've seen one, you've seen them all. Will I eventually pick locks on the channel? Sure, if I get myself a GoPro. I could stick a strap to it around my head and saying, "Hi, now I'm picking this fucking lock." Coming up in the next video, we will review these items. Sparrow's goat wrench and the comb bar pick set. Hope you've enjoyed. Like, share, and subscribe if you like. And hey, of course, I know most of y'all are going to downvote, so let it rip.